Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the newest episode of the Prime Life Podcast. I have my buddy Derek here today.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, just hit a pretty crazy workout. Might have thrown up after it. Might have. It kind of just goes to tell that you pushed hard enough and that you achieved the results that you want to achieve. But we hit a little bit of legs today.
Oh, there you go.
Hey. I won't be stopping until I be hopping up out of the Rari. Yeah, roll with my team, keeping it clean, the life of the party. Ay, that ain't my girl, that's just another one of the little shorties. No one can stop me, it's too late, I'm sorry. How about the Rari? Yeah, they didn't think that I would get it poppin', but now they be calling. Ay, get to the bag, I won't fumble it, give it to me, I be ballin'. Step in the building, they all gotta listen, let me do the talking. No one can stop me, it's too late, I'm sorry, yeah. Hey, need a 488, put the 4G out of Wana, we gon' race. I need a foreign estate, a couple Latinas that come with a place, yeah. Mixing tequila with sober thoughts, turn to a demon the way I talk. Wake up and then I go pray to God, I need forgiveness whenever I'm feeling lost. Back to normal, I be rapping on them, got a plan to follow, never lost control, and I be wanting more. No matter what's in store, I never lack the motive, moving past Corona, gotta go and get it.
Oh, come on! Nothing! Bending around your back. There you go. There you go. Stand up. Nice. Was going for 2. Lock it out. Lock it out. Lock it out. There you go. Hell yeah. Literally bending around your back. That's badass. Yes. Not this, yeah. I think you do. There we go. Smooth lift. Oh, that's money. Oh, yeah. How'd that feel? Super impressive. 405 pounds. Nothing at all. There you go. Come on. Make it look easy. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Oh, nice, lock it up. Oh. So close, so close. That's...
Hey, you gotta try.
Exactly. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Nice and smooth. Yeah, buddy. Get up. Here we go. Oh, yeah. No, you're good. No sound.
Go ahead here. That's the belt where it all started. Got it for Christmas 4 years ago. And it initially was tight on me. I don't know how. Or sorry, it initially it was loose. I'm pretty sure it was loose. Yeah. Now I'm having to put more and more holes in there. It's good to know that 150-pound me was fatter than 180-pound me.
All right, come on. Nothing. There you go. Head up. Look to the ceiling. Up, 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 up! Stand through, foot! Ah! So close! So close!
Got another one in there.
Alright, here we go. Come on! Let's go. Here we go. Get angry. Come on! Here you go. Here you go. Get up! Get up!
Yeah, maybe not today. Alright guys, so for this one we're going to be doing box squats. And the idea is, you all saw how we failed our max outs.
Had to be done.
And that was hip weakness. So at the bottom when our hips shoot up, that shows that we were weak in the hips and that the rest of our body's trying to take over for the movement. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It did not for us. So for this exercise, we're going to be doing box squat variations. And so when you get under the bar, we're going to double squat, block it out, keep tight in the lower back. For your first one, sit down and put your feet forward. Boom. And so your shins almost want to be completely vertical.
Solid.
Not more of a wide stance.
There you go. If it feels good, then you can do it. Yes, sir. All right, make it look easy. All right, there you go. Nice. Oh, you got 8 in you easy. Come on, there you go. 2 more. Nice. Push. Hell yeah. Yeah. Good stuff.
All right.
Come on. Nothing to you. Come on. 8 easy reps. Oh, there you go. 7 more, come on. There you go. There you go. It's getting easier. Nice. Nice. Push. Lock it out. Nice. Hell yeah. There you go. 335 on the bar. Or 345. There we go. More of a heavy metal type of guy?
Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%.
I don't overuse. I feel like it's almost like a pre-workout where if you listen to it all the time, it doesn't have the same effect. So I'll only use it for my workouts.
Yep.
Versus set it in the car.
100%. Yeah, you don't want to overdo it. There we go. Smooth. There we go. It's that Lando Lake smooth right there. Let's go. Yeah, buddy. Nice. Get up there. There we go.
Got one more.
Push through the pain. Come on. This is too easy. Don't let it phase you. There you go.
Wow. I would not have one more in me. 100%.
I feel great.
Great job of keeping your back straight. I hate when I see people on leg around. Oh god, it's terrible. It's the worst.
Trying to perfect that for years. I'm like, yeah, now you watch people in their background, and you're just like,
The damage you are doing on your body is not worth it.
The damage you are doing, and how painful that looks.
Yeah.
Or at least how painful it will be tonight or something.
Yeah.
Not so
You are pulling your spine out of your ass by doing it.
legit. It's terrible.
Oh, it's nothing. There you go. It's all on your hamstrings. Murdering them. Nice. Hell yeah.
Cool. It's cool to just know how the body works in general, you know? It's like, damn.
Body's fascinating.
It is.
It's the most advanced machine we have access to.
Not the truth. At any time of the day.
Yes, sir. There we go.
Heck yeah, looking good.
Keep my chin forward.
Come on. It's that hammy, that glute burn. Hey, yeah.
Looks cardio. Shouldn't be cardio.
This is one of my guys used to work with. What do you do for cardio? Do you like lift heavy weights really fast? Pick them up, put them down really quick? Okay.
Yeah.
It works.
There you go. Nice. Easy.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was good.
Behind achieving what you want to achieve, and it was overall pretty great workout.
Definitely. Super good workout.
Yeah,
the legs are smoked.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to be feeling it tomorrow.
I'm shaking in this chair right now.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta stay motivated.
Yeah, man. So what do you do?
What do I do?
What do you do?
Full name, Derek Ruck, Sergeant Derek Ruck, with the Wisconsin Army National Guard, recruit here out of Janesville. And actually, we got my partner right over here, Sergeant Tees. Sergeant Tees, you want to come sit over here really quick? I want to give you a little space to talk. We want to be able to talk to everyone together here.
Of course.
Essentially, just recruiting in the area, getting the word out, motivating people at the same time, and being able to tell people how the Wisconsin Army National Guard can benefit them, but also let people know how we can be there for the community, because we're people at the end of the day, just like everyone else. We don't wear the uniform 24/7. When we do, we take pride in it, but there's a bigger meaning behind just Army stuff and Army values, right?
Of course.
There's things like morals and personal responsibility when it comes to family and the community in general. So that's what we try to tie it all together and hit on it at once.
Yeah.
But being able to help people is one of the biggest things that we try to do. So
Of course.
yeah.
What values are needed to succeed if people want to join the military?
Values, I would say, you got loyalty, commitment. Obviously there's the actual Army values out there. We're not going to touch on those, right? Like, if you really want to dig deep into it, I encourage people to, if they are interested in the Wisconsin Army National Guard, to dig deep into it. But courage, tenacity, resiliency, one of my favorite words, and honesty with yourself
Yes.
Honesty with your family, and whatever gets you driven or motivated. So that's a lot of things in one thing right there to tie in all together.
I throw selfless service in there too.
Selfless service,
yes.
big, huge, yes.
Yeah, it can't be about yourself.
No, you gotta think big picture. Join the military, you're not serving just yourself. You're not making yourself better, but you're helping everybody around you do that. Work better and work harder as a person to make you achieve your goals too. So it's like helping community. Yeah. Even when I try to help the family out a lot, so there's a lot. It just opens up a huge broad spectrum of what you can do.
Sounds extremely fulfilling. Just as a long-term career.
It definitely is. Yeah. And I mean, the best part about it is depending on what route you want to go, we're recruiters, so we do this full time.
Yeah.
Right? You can be full time. There's opportunities for it. But at the same time, if you just want to do it part time, you have, that's the main option at first, right? And then if you want to go full time, you can. But doing it part time, it really helped me at least. I'd say probably the majority of us kind of find like our path, right?
Yeah.
Find where we needed to go and what we needed to do and what kind of options were out there for us. Regardless if you think school is beneficial or not, whether you think getting a degree is beneficial or not, to an extent it is. And it's awesome that we have the ability to help people get their schooling paid for.
Yeah.
Along with offering them a job as well. A part-time job, but like I said, many full-time jobs in the Army National Guard as well.
Of course.
For people to get paid for. So, hey, if you want to do it part-time, just collect that drill check, once a month. Do what you got to do.
Exactly.
I don't blame you because we got plenty of part-time. It is what it is.
Sounds like a great gig.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked the part that you put in there about honesty.
Mm-hmm.
It's both like a moral component, and there's also that whole self-improvement thing. Being able to honestly evaluate yourself and say, hey, I need to make this better. This is my flaw, and let's make this better. Before you joined the military, how did you become honest with yourself and evaluate your life and say, hey, this is what I need to do to be a better person for myself, my family, and my country?
Oh, man. Trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about this earlier. Kind of had to go through the rough patch of life.
Yes.
To be honest with myself, who I was, what I really wanted to do, and how I needed to get there.
Yeah.
To be honest, like I said, to be a little dishonest for a little bit. I'll be honest, I'm not trying to motivate people to be dishonest. I don't think that's a good thing. But what I'm going to say is, some of the crap that you have to go through in life, you have to be honest that, like, hey, maybe I'm kind of in a shitty spot in life. Like, maybe I need to fix this, right? Maybe I need to be honest with myself and realize, like, I need to get out of these kind of situations, right?
Deviate from, like, the sort of norm that you've established.
Yep, 100%. The norm of everyone else, too. A lot of people before I joined, almost actually everyone I talked to, including a couple family members, like, they discouraged me from joining.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, if you join, like, you're never going to be the same, I got out of a relationship to join because, like, all I was doing was just getting held back,
Yeah.
So the trials and tribulations for sure, like having to go through the BS in life, whether that be, problems with family, just problems with school, drug addiction, or, problem with women, men, whatever the case may be, however you fall into play. Sometimes you got to go through the BS, but at the same time, not everyone. I'm not shining a bad light on the military at all, because there's tons of people who join that they've never had those problems. They just wanted to do extra in life.
Yeah.
Like Sergeant T said, being able to help out other people, selfless service, right, is huge. Being able to do things without, realizing like. You're not always going to get paid for everything you do. You're not always going to get a pat on the back. Sometimes people might hate you for some of the things you might do. But the biggest thing is to know that you made a difference, to know that you helped out in some way, shape, or form, whether it's in your community or it's just, through the United States, whatever it may have been, you made a difference. So
that's a big part of it. Being able to sleep, go to bed at night, feeling like your day was maxed out. You served your family, served your community, and overall you did things that a good person does.
Right. Right.
You know, so many people, they think they'll be fulfilled when they've hit a certain amount of cash from the bank. Power is a big thing. People want power. Once they've received a certain amount of power, an ability to change things around them, they'll think that they'll be fulfilled at that point. But I think, honestly, it comes down to being able to serve other people. That's where the real
100%.
fulfilling part is. And
100%.
that's the trap that so many people get caught up in nowadays is, this much money, I'll be happy. This much money, I'll feel good about myself. I'll feel confident.
Right.
When in reality, they just got to kind of humble themselves down a little bit before they can build themselves back up. And so, like, the majority of people that you both work with, people, the general average civilian before they go into the military, what values, good and bad, do you guys see?
Sartees, what do you think?
I see some things that they kind of want to work on, or I see that, you know, the younger generation now and stuff. Back when I was, you know, young, it was a little different. You know, we didn't have all this technology and Facebook and all, but I think just a little discipline. I mean, there's a lot of kids that come in and yeah, they get in trouble with mom and dad, or that, you know, they're with their friends, or, you know, they get in the bad spot. I think one thing a few of them really want is like to learn how to, you know, be disciplined and
For sure.
and just kind of be a better person at like everything, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know. But good things, some of the good things, like Sergeant Ruck said, that some people just come in and say, hey, I want to do it, or like their family did it, or they need extra money for college, or they just want to help people, which is awesome. Our last guy came in, he's like, I just want to help.
That's awesome.
That's cool, you know, he wants to get back. So, and I think he's going through a little stuff too. It's like, he goes, I need to get in shape, I need to work out, I need to find a job, and he goes, I need more for college. So a lot of it is what we see is helping them succeed in the future, which is like kind of what we're about. You know? So I joined at 24, so I was already through a lot of work and school and stuff, but I don't know, I think it just fell into place for me is where I was at work. It was, you know, everything happened, we lost a lot of work, and I'm like, why not, you know? And
Just do it.
I love it. I should have done it sooner, but yeah, I still had that experience of going through that and working. I think some of the younger, like high school and stuff, that they don't have that experience yet.
Yeah,
so,
right.
you know, just throw them in there, and be like, all right, here's drill sergeant and stuff. You know what I mean? They kind of, it's harder for them to react, but they get, you know, a lot of them like it too.
Yeah.
You know, the drills, and they want more. They want to get yelled at. They want the hard PT.
It's
you
true.
know?
It's weird. People think that discipline is like a bad thing, that you should avoid it. So many people are almost begging for it at this point.
Yeah.
You know, they live such undisciplined lives with no deadlines, no standards, and now they're at a point in their life where they know that they'll need it to either sink or float.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what you guys can kind of bring up that.
Well, see, one of the misconceptions, I think, too, with the military, that I hate to say it, but it's the truth, because I actually believed it at one time, too, right out of high school, was I thought it was either you go to college or you join the military. Like, I'm being dead serious. Like, I thought it was one or the other, because that's all I was told.
Yeah.
Like, growing up, it was like, are you going to college? I don't really think I want to do it. Well, you better join the military then, because, like, you're not going to be anything in life if you don't. So, you know, that's kind of, you know, I just started working my ass off literally the whole time after I graduated for about 2 years, and then I was like, there's no fulfillment here.
Yes.
So I joined the Army with no real motivation to go to school. But now looking back at it, I would, and I do now, tell people, if you're gonna join, utilize the benefit that you're given to go to school.
Yeah.
Not so you can be, you know, another statistic. Yep. I get words are hard.
That's right.
Not so you can just be that, but so you can stick out amongst your peers, so that it gives you fulfillment to what you're doing in life, because that's the biggest portion behind going to school, right? Why am I going to school? What am I doing it for? All right, I always would tell someone, have a point as to why you're doing something, right? But at the same time, okay, you can't figure it out, right? Go at least some option. Just do something, right?
Yeah.
Sports medicine. I don't know, man. I don't really care. But the point is, at least you're having a little bit more fulfillment than just sitting your ass at home doing nothing, thinking about it all day, being like, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to school one day. You're like, oh, are you, dude? Like, if you're going to, then just do it. Like, you don't have to sit there and try to convince yourself, man. Just get her done and like try to stay motivated along with doing workouts, doing extra things. Keep your head in a good spot. So
I love what you said about that reason. You know, motivation is great, but at the end of the day, watching motivational workout videos is only going to get you so far. You need a reason why you live your life. That when you need to fall back on it, you fall back on that reason, and it can push you through those hard days.
100%.
And your reason was serving and just overall being a better person for your family and country. I think you said, talked about earlier that a lot. What was yours again?
Oh yeah, it was just a passion of mine. I've always wanted to do it, you know. But it's like when I got to high school, it's like, okay, my cousin owned a plumbing business. I'll get into plumbing. I'll make money. You know?
Yeah.
That's all I thought about. I was
almost
like,
aimless.
I want some money. Yeah. But then all of a sudden, you know, things down the road didn't work out, and it's like, yeah, you know, I should have done it sooner. But yet, you know, maybe there's a reason why it happened. You know, you get that experience, like I said earlier, and like starting Ruck was talking about college. You know, everybody says you gotta go to college. But I was like one of those guys in school. They're like, "Where are you going? Where are you going to college? You take the SATs?" I'm like, "College? No, I'm gonna go make some money. I don't want to go to college." It's just, so I actually went into an apprenticeship, so with the trades. So another thing is that a lot of people don't. These like the younger generation, the high schoolers, they always think it's just college, you know.
Just college.
No, if you love working with your hands and you love the trades, electricians, plumbing, all that, they will pay you to go to that school. I mean, you get paid to go to school.
Yeah.
And also, like, we also pay for that too. It's not just a UW for a 4-year degree, you know. So it's like, why not?
And the student loan situation right now, it's an epidemic.
Yeah. So there's no
loan repayment program.
Yeah, man.
That's what we've got. I mean, there's a reason behind it.
Free college and a purpose behind your life. That sounds like a great deal.
Yeah.
And if you want to end your life out a little bit more disciplined than it started, definitely more disciplined. That's
it.
That's it.
But it's the truth. No, it's 100% the truth. Yep.
Setting you up for success later on in your life.
Yep.
It's certainly a problem people struggle with nowadays, and I feel like it's going to get worse before it gets better. With motivation and people finding passion to work hard,
right.
You know, instead of taking the easy way out.
Right.
For people who maybe aren't interested in joining the military right now, but they want to improve their lives, what's one step that they can take every day to do that?
One step. Oh man, I want to give like 100 steps. One step. You know, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and you can always find different things, but I would say try your best to find your why.
Why?
Right?
Ooh.
Why do you do what you do? Why no, seriously though, like why do you get up every day? You know, why do you work the job you work? Why are you going to the gym? Why are you not going to the gym? All these different things that you know, people can always, you know, people always make that joke, right? Or I guess it's what though, is say something, they'll be like, what? Or they say like, oh, why? But why? You're like, you know, in all seriousness though, you know, look at everything in your life. Look at why you do it, okay? Maybe there's some things that you need to discard from your life.
Oh yeah, and I think once people ask themselves that question, they might get an answer that they don't want to hear.
Oh, 100%.
An answer that might honestly scare them. You know, so an answer that is born out of insecurity and maybe out of their failures that they have experienced previously. And that's a very sad way to live your life.
Well, you gotta realize too, is just because you did something in life, all right, some things define people because they let it. Other things, someone's a little bit less fortunate. Maybe someone got, you know, a felony or something happened. Maybe they were wrongfully accused of something, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and I wish that would not happen to people. It's not a whole lot we can do. The law system is the law. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, if you, in your own eyes, were kind of, you know, you think of yourself as like you were kind of a piece of crap growing up, or like you did all these wrong things or whatever, because I'm no saint, never, and I never have been, right? If you're gonna think negative about yourself, like realize like you don't have to be that person anymore. You can change who you are at any day. Now, given it's gonna take a little bit of time, you got to do little steps here and there to get there. But you know, kind of like you kept saying to me when we were working out, right? You do all these things now in life to then be fulfilled in the end, right? You know, it's gonna be less work, less you know, things you have to do to motivate yourself because you start early, right? You can start any day. Now, given there is a cap on the military age limit, right? What is it, 35? 35, right? Okay. All right. If you're 36, yo, still motivated, stay motivated. Okay, I love the support. I appreciate it, for real. But you know, that is the cap on the age limit. However, if you're under that age, right? You know, even if you're 34, right? You can still make a difference. You can still decide, hey man, like, okay, say you're 10 pounds overweight and you're like, oh man, I want to join the army, but I don't know. Dude, just lose the 10 pounds and just go with it, man. Yeah. Like, dude, just do something that's gonna motivate yourself, right? Get in the gym for a little bit, like we talked about earlier. Jocko Willink, hey, it's the guy right there. Shout out to him. But seriously, the days that you don't want to do stuff are the days that you have to do those things. Otherwise, you're going to create bad habits, which is just overall just going to create and put you in turmoil, and you're not going to stay motivated or ever get the positive things in life done.
Compound interest can work for you and it can work against you.
Yes.
The compounding effort that you put into your life will make your life a paradise, what you want it to be. But that compounding of nothing, of putting off the work that you need to do, that compounds against you, and suddenly you haven't changed in 5 years, or honestly you've taken steps back. It's a scary thought.
Very scary thought.
I tell people that, you know, Jocko is a role model, Tim Kennedy's a role model, but my main role model is who I'm going to be in 10 years.
Yes.
That's my role model. What can I do to be better every day? And I'm going to control the variables that I can control. Born to a bad family, maybe. I was not, but let's say I was. You know, that's something I can't control. And the only thing that's wrong is choosing to let that define you. You know, if you're able to take in the efforts, control the effort that you put out, how much you try, how the relationships that you build, your life it's only up from there. It's only up from there.
Just look at, all right. One of my heroes is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
I will listen to him talk, and I'll be like, you know, the sun's shining down on the heavens. You know, I love how he talks, and he has that exact history of what you just talked about. So he was born in Austria, Germany area. Yep. Grew up as nothing. You know, didn't have anything, but his dream was to be a lifter in the U.S. And he lifted, and everybody said he couldn't do it. And his parents said, no, you're just going to work at this shop. He came over and he wanted to fail. Like he's like, if I don't fail, I don't succeed.
100%.
You know, and they wanted to change him, how he talked. They wanted to change his name. They wanted to change everything. And he's like, no, this is who I am. He grew up with nothing. You know, came over and now look at him. He was like the governor. You know, so
yeah.
Just his story, if you want to
hear it.
I love it. And he always said you can't climb the ladder of success without failure. So he's like, I fail every day, he said. You go Michael Jordan, he failed. I don't know, you have to look it up, but he failed so many times, but look how many times he succeeded. So it's like,
what's good without evil? What's success without failure? You know,
right?
So what's life without pain? You know,
you damn right.
It's the imperfections in art that make it beautiful. You know, without imperfections, you don't. What do you have? Nothing.
Like Muhammad Ali always said, they're like, how many reps did you do? He goes, I don't know. I don't count until it starts burning. You know? So it's like,
definitely,
just keep going, and it's just
gotta
keep going.
Mental thing.
Definitely.
That was my.
I love that. Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger is one of the great examples of someone who literally was nothing and he became everything.
Yep.
Governor of California, the Terminator, starred in countless movies, arguably one of the best, most aesthetic bodybuilders of all time.
Yeah.
Built himself up into one of the most incredible physiques possible. Yep. He was going to night school for business while being an actor, while lifting 8 hours a day for all his competitions. He maxed out his life.
Yeah. He's like, there's 24 hours in a day, you need 6 hours of sleep, you do this, and people have said, they always ask me like, but I need this much sleep and I don't have time for this. He's like, well, sleep faster. And then get to the gym, you know?
Dude,
So,
it's the truth though. We all have the exact same 24 hours in a day. But what are you going to do with those 24 hours? Seriously. Right?
Literally. If you think you don't have the time, wake up earlier. And people say, oh, you need sleep. My alarm clock doesn't get me out of bed. My passion wakes me up in the morning. My passion wakes me up.
Love it.
You know, it's one of those things that you can sleep longer. You might be a little bit more rested, but you know, if you need those hours to get what you need to done, use those hours. You know, what's it worth? I mean, if you being tired, a little bit tired, for
exactly.
Like, achieving your dreams,
I'll take it.
I'll take achieving my dreams over being tired anyway.
Hey, go grab an energy drink. Do what you need to do. I don't really care. Just get a little bit of motivation inside yourself. Maybe get some caffeine if you need it, right?
Oh yeah, supplement where needed.
Supplement where needed, and then rock it out.
It's one of those great things, and this is one of the best examples I like to give. Everyone, though we talked about people overestimate what they can do in a day, and underestimate what they can do in a year. And I find like a lot of people set these deadlines, and the work overwhelms them initially, and so they put it off.
Yep.
Have you ever been close to a deadline and you just get tunnel focused?
100%.
100%. You will work how many hours you need to get what you need to done, and it feels good. That focus feels good.
Yep.
If you can apply that to your whole life, have that drive, have that, and you might fail, just get back up. If you can have that intense laser focus, I will do or die, what you can do is not limited by anything.
Well, you know, by you saying that brings me to a good thought, right? Is kind of thinking every single day. You know what? Well, hold on. Let me bring it back for a second. So, what drives people a lot of times, kind of like what you're saying, is like close to a deadline. What drives them to rock it all out, technically, is like fear, right? Like,
Literally.
what if I don't get this done?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the best thing, personally, I feel like I did, and I know a couple of people I used to talk to did, at least through basic training through the Army, is every day you're like, oh my gosh, like, you gotta do this again, I gotta do this again, and like, this is so hard. A lot of people would just be like, oh man, like, I don't know how to do this. Dude, always keep yourself on day 0. Okay? Like, just like, dude, when you get to the weekend, oh man, thank God it's the weekend. No, man, it's Monday. All right?
Hell yeah.
Seriously, we're not going to sit here and be like, oh man, like, thank God it's the weekend. Okay, so what? The weekend comes and now you're not going to do work? Now you're not going to be motivated anymore?
Yeah.
You always got to keep putting in the work, right? So at basic training, we were always on a set schedule, which was nice, and there wasn't as much to worry about. But at the same time, you become, you know, very lazy in what you're doing, and you don't keep yourself in that mindset like it's always a grind, it's always going to be a struggle. Day to day, like, you're not going to be motivated. There's nothing that's going to push you towards it. So, you know, by me just saying that, like, day 0 is just so you don't become complacent, right? Say you've got 300 days and it's day 299, and you're like, man, tomorrow we're out of here, dude. I just chill, you know, like, no, man. You push it to the last goddamn day, and you work your ass off. And then once you're done, and now you're fulfilled. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
But then you keep going after that. So
it's funny because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know it was May until I looked at the calendar a few days ago, and that's when I texted you. I don't keep track of what day it is.
I like don't keep track of the month. I'm just like, it's like, I don't know, it's a day, man. I mean, I keep track of deadlines, don't get me wrong.
Of course.
But I'm just like, gosh, every day kind of just mixes into each
the
other.
number on the calendar doesn't change the amount of work I'm gonna put in.
No.
Yeah, or the time of the day that it's at. You know, people, I wouldn't say at 5 o'clock, you know, they mentally, even before that, they'll emotionally kind of give up on what they do. You know, they're done with work, they're going to slack now, they're going to eat like crap, they're going to skip the workouts. You know, it's for me, it's grind until you're in bed, and then grind out your sleep, you know? Become obsessive about the pursuit for the whole day, and you'll be limited by nothing. You know?
For sure.
It's crazy. I feel almost like I'm an imposter talking about this because I'm only 18. But I've seen it in my life, and you guys who have had more experience, you've been able to probably see it a lot more than I have.
Well, you know, yeah, I mean, you know, whatever. We've got a couple of years on you and everything like that. But, I mean, motivation and, you know, striving to be better, working your ass off, all that kind of stuff. I mean, all that stuff, I'll be honest with you, started when I was 14. I mean, that's when I had my first job, right? I used to clean dishes.
Nice.
At preschool that I worked with my mom there. Like,
okay.
I mean, that's you know, that's kind of when I started, or when I started playing football, all this kind of stuff, and I used to have to miss all these high school games and high school events because I was working.
Yeah.
Like, while other people are like, dude, you know, you're only 16, like, why are you doing this kind of stuff? I'm like, well, I need to make money, I need to grind, I need to do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
So, sometimes you get that instilled in yourself early, but
yeah.
At the same time, you know, the motivation and the why that you're doing things, just because you know you might be younger or something, it's not going to change.
You can start.
It's not going to change. Yeah,
start now.
Yep.
You're a 13-year-old watching this video. Do something to make you better. I mean, it's only up, and if you get in the game early, you're going to be better off. You can start anytime, and you should start right now if you haven't started. Yep. But don't limit yourself by the age at all.
Well, and a big thing too, I would say, you know, is in the Army National Guard, we are big into leadership, right? So you're always going to have someone that's above you, you know, chain of command, right? So we have people that we go to. We don't skip ranks. We have people that we go to talk to about our issues or whatever the case may be, for them to talk to people higher up. Kind of where I'm going with that, though, is especially even at a young age, like, find a mentor.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like,
yeah.
A mentor will change your life, because you may not have known all these certain things. And yeah, you know, if you have a mentor through school, through high school, that's great. If you have a teacher that you can cling to, that's awesome. My teachers hated me, okay? So I'm just gonna be real with you. Like, we didn't get along. So I couldn't find that. But I had mentors in the gym. I found mentors in the Army. You know, kind of all over the place. Yeah. And if you can get these people to help you stay motivated, stay on track,
raise the bar,
right? Yeah. And push you to do better, you automatically are going to do better. Get this kind of motivated, you know, pursuit of happiness, but just like full on, just driven to do stuff kind of mindset at such an earlier age. It's going to be fantastic.
Surround yourself with the people that you want to be like.
100%.
And it's crazy because you will outgrow your friend group if you are trying to be better, and they will honestly hate you for it. They will. Yes. They will become snakes. Oh, yeah. They only, a lot of them, and this might not be the same for all of them, but a lot of them only love you because you're like them. And the second you ascend above them, and that does sound a little bit cocky, but the second you get better and become better morally, maybe financially, maybe physically, for sure.
And in your own mindset, right? You feel like you're doing better, right?
They will hate you for it. Yeah. But once you get out of that block, you had to give up a lot to become where you are now. You said you ended a relationship over it.
Yeah, I ended a relationship, lost a lot of friends. You know, there's certain things in life, you know, that you got to do. You have to take the time and commitment to do it. Otherwise, if you want to fall to the wayside and not get anywhere and not get any farther, like, sure, you can let things go. Don't get me wrong. People get the whole, what is it called? The whole FOMO thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Fear of missing out. Right? And it's a real thing. Don't get me wrong. Friends be like, hey, man, I'm going to the bar. Like, you know, what do you want to come with? And I got studying I got to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, I haven't seen him in a while. I'd love to go. But I have to study, right? Okay. So say you go out to the bar. Okay. And then the next day you got your test that you didn't study for.
Yeah.
Okay, what are the chances that you're going to do bad on that test? They're a lot higher than if you just would have studied and done the grind a little bit. You know, missed one night, and then that weekend you say, hey man, like, you guys for this weekend? Oh yeah, we are. You passed your test, you're able to hang out with your friends, you're not worried about anything now. Okay? Whereas you failed your test, now you don't even want to hang out with people or do anything else, let alone, and you're just putting yourself in a hole.
You feel like a failure.
You feel like a failure. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. So one of the things, like, I noticed that when I started working harder during my day, I was able to enjoy the downtime a lot more because I maxed it out. You know, I maxed out my day, and now I'm going to enjoy the downtime that I have so I can recover and get better tomorrow. Repeat another day over and over again. And it's great. You know, every day is different, but falling into that repeat of, I'm going to work hard this day, I'm going to work hard every day, it's nice. It's a habit, and that habit will serve you forever. I feel like we could talk about each one of these subjects for hours. So much great information for the viewer. I learned a lot talking to you. It's cool seeing how we share the same mindset in some areas.
Definitely.
Helps reinforce it a little bit more. Talking to you, I mean, you have a very, very great way of looking at it. When you were talking about how you were down, you're gonna make more calls. You know, when you get something bad happen to you, you're gonna control what you can control.
Just do what you can do, strive on, and I mean, look at the good stuff, dude. I mean, we've learned that. You learn that a lot here in the military. You know, it's like trying to keep your mind at a positive. You know, if something bad happens, or something isn't working right for you in your life, but then you just sit back and be like, "But what is good?" You know,
What is good?
So this might have happened, but then I have this, and this. You know, I got family, friends that support me. I got the, you know, for me, I got the military that supports me. So I got all this good, and then just that one little bad thing. So it's like, really, things aren't that bad, you know.
Well, that's a really good point, because as much as we talk about motivation and like you might have to let friends fall to the wayside a little bit, you might have to focus on your own things. Don't get in the habit of not counting on people who are around you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you have to still realize you have family, you do have friends, and you have to pick and choose, obviously, every once in a while with certain people, but you have to still have a support system, right?
Fall back on your community.
You have to be surrounded by people that do support you, because if there's something that you really want to do, and your friends are like, you're not going to do it, you can't do it, that's too much, you'll get that mindset. I think it happens. I think it happens more than it should. It's like, okay, well, maybe I can't do it. You know, and my friends, and they're all like down to me on it. So then you get the mindset of, well, I can't do it. So surround yourself with people that can be like, you got this, man. You know, then it just drives you more and more, and they support you, and then you get that motivation then, because then you have like a group that's following you, and
you elevate them, they elevate you.
Right, and then you can maybe like motivate them too. But well, shit, we talked to Johnny and he wanted to do this, and now he's doing it. And he goes, maybe he's better now. He's like doing better things than we are. So maybe it just keeps going and going and going. You know, so
it's great. The team effort. Let's grow together. Yeah. Surround yourself with people like that. It builds you up.
Definitely.
Wow, great stuff, guys.
Yep.
Where can they find you both? They want to contact you, maybe learn a bit more about it, maybe work out with you, kind of try and gain a little bit of the mindset that we talked about today.
For sure. So if you go on Instagram, Janesville Guard, that's what we've got kind of set up right now. Okay. Right, Janesville National Guard is kind of what it stands for, but that's our page. Otherwise, you know, you can reach me at 608-333-1858. Ortiz?
You can, I've heard people just go on Google and say Janesville National Guard. It'll come up here at the Armory. If you want to stop by sometime, just say hi. We're here on 11 Palmer Drive. And if you want to get in contact with me, it's 608-206-5393. Usually we're around pretty much all day. If it's anything, don't matter what it is, want to stop and say hi, or we'll call, say hi, and just see if you can swing by. That'd be great.
Heck yeah.
Anytime.
Hell yeah, guys.
Janesville strong, baby.
Hell yeah. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate it, man.